Another GoHog episode. Today we have Sandy D from Beer and Bacon going against Halon from Friends BR2. So Halon's a maxed out Town Hall 8, except for his walls. So Sandy kind of has her work cut out for her. Now I kind of want to cover a lot in this video, so please bear with me. We're going to go over quite a few things. The first thing we'll go over is kind of planning and execution, like what she's planning on doing and the reasons why. And then we'll also go over how to picture the base, how to scout the base and find out where you're going to attack from and what the responsibilities of each one of your squads is going to be. And then we'll also talk about how to avoid big bombs so that your hogs don't take any damage. And it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it and you start dividing up each quadrant, and then you just take a look at the path of the hogs, and then you can kind of figure out how to avoid it. So we'll be talking about all that stuff today. So let's start out with her kill squad. She's bringing 2 golems, level 1, her BK, a poison, and her wizards and her wall breakers. So the first thing we'll talk about is just deciding on which side to attack. Actually, you know what? Let's start out with the quadrants and figure out how to divvy up the responsibilities. So let's take a look at all of our resources we have. Say we have hogs. In this, 5 clan castle hogs maxed out. They're going to be responsible for taking out a section of the base, and then the main hog army is going to be responsible for taking out a section in the base, and also the kill squad. So we have 3 different resources we can use in this attack. So now we're going to kind of figure out how we're going to spend these resources. So let's take a look at our kill squad, because it's probably the most important. Our goals on the kill squad is to distract as many defenses as possible, get rid of those big open spots on the map, and these are probably Teslas, but I'm going to go ahead and mark them anyways. Usually next to the town hall they always have Teslas, so if you're a hogger you can kind of know that a lot of these are probably big bombs, the holes in the outside. So first one's first, and that is the kill squad. Where are we going to lay it at? So what's it's responsible for? And the kill squad, it looks like from the south, if we attack from the south right here, this kill squad's going to distract this entire section of defenses. And as you can see, that's probably 2/3 of the base. She only has 6 defenses that could hit hogs, 4 of which actually only do damage to the hogs. That could only really be potential threats to the hogs. So the hogs only have 4 things attacking them. If we attack from the south, these mortars aren't really an issue. These Teslas, yeah, they're probably an issue, but at Town Hall 8, Teslas really don't do a lot of damage, so we're not really incredibly concerned with them. So yeah, if we attack from the south, I mean, look at all these defenses that are just going to be attacking our hogs. There's only 4 of them, and then look at all these defenses. They're all going to be attacking our golems. So, bam, we know where we're going to send our kill squad. So let's take a look at where we're going to send our main hog army. So as you can already tell, there's just these we have to worry about with our hogs. So what we'll do, we want to avoid this big bomb, and this is going to kind of fall into the category of how to avoid big bombs too, so I'll cover both of them at the same time. Alright, so we have that big bomb spot right there, that there's most likely a big bomb there. At Town Hall 8 you get 3 big bombs, so it's probably 1, 2, and 3. So we need to clean up this section without getting hit by this big bomb. The best way to do it is to get as close as you can to this big bomb. So these are the 2 closest defenses. Okay, and we kind of want to give our hogs some running room. We want them to get as close to the big bomb when we first start, and then as far as away once we're done. So if we attack this archer tower with our huge set of hogs over here, the 14, then look at the path. Let's take a look at the path now. The distance between this archer tower and that cannon is kind of big, but look at the path between these 2. It's very small. So you can already tell that the hogs are going to hit this cannon and move this direction all the way through the map. They're going to move that Tesla down here, back down here, because this one's already dead. And then they're going to kind of move all the way back over here, and then cycle back to this defense, and then move back up. So did you notice we never hit this big bomb spot? That's what you want. So we just went in a big old circle, and we never hit that bomb. So that's what you want to do when you plan out your hog attacks. And let's see, we still have another resource available, so let's spend it. We have our CC. Now, Once we're on attack, usually this happens, this is kind of planned. It's like semi-planned before the attack, and then during the attack you can kind of like do an audible, like you see a bunch of your wizards kind of trailing down this way. You're like, oh crap, all my golems are over here. You know, if my wizards keep coming down this way, the archer tower and this cannon is going to destroy them. So let's drop the hogs here. It's kind of like just an audible thing. You want to take out either one of these sides with your hogs, with your clan castle hogs, but you're not really sure which. So during the attack, you can kind of plan that you know which areas you're going to kind of send your hogs to. Um, and then just drop them as it happens. So what she ended up doing was dropping it from this side, and she takes out this cannon and this archer tower, and I think some go that way, some go this way, and then they kind of come through the middle of the map. And then once these hogs come in through this side, they all just join up and finish off this last side. So all in all of our hogs are all on the top of the side of the map. As you notice, there's no hogs getting hit by big bombs down here because everywhere they're going is going to be up top. And I'll show you how on the kill squad we avoid these two bombs as well. So not only can you avoid the bombs with your hogs, but you can also avoid it with your kill squad, and I'll show you how. So let's get rid of all this stuff. Switch over to blue. Alright, so we have our kill squad. First thing about golems is when you drop a golem here and you drop a golem here, this golem is going to want to kill the crap out of this archer tower. And let's say this is golem number 2 and this is golem number 1. So golem number 2 wants to kill this archer tower, and golem number 1 wants to kill this archer tower. Okay, so they're already decided that they want to kill that. Once we drop our wall breakers to blow up this wall, those golems will come to the middle, but there are, and this is just, I believe that this is true. Now it's kind of weird because this cannon's here, so as soon as I bust open this wall, both these golems are going to attack this cannon. But then after this cannon dies, Golem 1 will go to the left, and Golem 2 will go to the right. And I'm pretty sure that has something to do with this one was attacking Archer Tower number 1, and number 2 was attacking Archer Tower number 2. So that when they went into the middle, they both went their preordained way throughout the base. And as you notice, this BK is standing right here, and what's cool about this BK is he's going to keep your wizards busy. So when that BK comes into the base right here, and starts attacking your golems, your wizards are right here because they've already cleaned up all this stuff. And I didn't mention that, but I think this is the most important thing. I've already showed you guys how to funnel the wizards to the middle and funnel your army to the middle, and that's what she did. But this is the more important part now. We're kind of getting into more advanced tactics here. So once the wizards get right here, they're going to be attacking that BK. This cannon is dead. This golem number 1 is going to go to the left, and golem number 2 is going to go to the right. So golem number 1's already right here, and golem number 2's already right here by the time the BK is dead. So now the BK is dead. These wizards that are in this area are going to clear out all these different sections, all these different defenses, which gives the golems time. Once these 2 mortars go down, it gives the golems time to walk into these empty spots and blow up those big bombs while the wizards are still in this area. So your golems are kind of creating this conquer and divide, and they blow up the bombs before your wizards get a chance to move forward. Now I will say, if you drop the big rage spell right here, right in front of 2 open spots, most likely all your wizards are going to die. Even though that they're taking out the CC like you wanted, that's great, but then what happens after they kill the CC? They're all going to die, because what's going to happen is they have that increased run, and the golems are really slow, so the golems are just taking their little Eeyore time to get to the open spots, and then your wizards just sprint right into the holes, and then they all die. So then you lost your kill squad, and you've only gotten this far into the base. So that kind of blows. So you want to be careful with the rage, because that speeds up the movement of your whiz, and they go forward and they just suicide, just run right into these bomb areas. So let's take a look at all those different things in this attack, and hopefully you guys kind of get a sense of how to avoid bombs and how to plan out ahead of time, how to cut these bases in 3 or 4 sections and assign your resources to those sections. And yeah, so let's take a look at the video. I might pause it a couple times to show you guys between the stages. Alright, so she starts out with her golems, and yeah, let me pause it real quick. You notice how she threw out her golem right here. That immediately pulls out the clan castle. Now, if she would have brought both the golems at the same time, if she would have brought this golem out too at the same time as this as golem number 2, then it would have been anyone's guess where the CC was going to go. She wanted to know for sure which side that CC was going to go, and also she doesn't want the dragon going over here and the balloon going over here. So that's why when she first drops her attack, she drops her one golem first. It pulls both the CC troops here instead of having them split, and then you have to split your army. So she knows that after she engages, and I'll show you, after she sets down her main army right here, she's going to throw a little bit extra whiz right here to finish off this CC. And then the poison is going to hit both the troops instead of one going off this way, and then you have one troop that's poison and the other one that's just going full on damage on one of your golems. So this is a great idea to drop one golem first, pull the CC, then continue on with your second golem, and I'll show you the attack right here. So she's got all of her wizards popped out to cover this side. They're all protected. None of them are going to get hit because, like we said, that wizard tower's over there. Look, she drops the poison on both of them. Then, after she knows those CC troops are done, or are going to be there for a while, she drops her golem right there. So it's perfect planning. Now she's bringing in her whiz right here, or her wall breakers right here, and watch these two golems. They're going to walk inside the base, but look, this one's okay. Let's stop it right there. So golem number 2 is heading into mortar number 2. Golem number 1 is heading into mortar number 1. If you guys can see how that worked out. Now her whiz are standing in front of her golem right now, and it looks like they might get to those big holes first, but that's not what happens thanks to the BK that this dude set up right here. He's going to distract these wizards while this golem goes and blows up this, and while this golem number 1 blows up this. So let's watch that. Alright, so the golems are ignoring the BK. They're going to go pop those bombs. The wizards are going to clean up this BK, and look at the big bombs blow up before the wizards get there. Now the wizards are completely safe. She's starting her attack up top. Notice how these wizards never take damage. And she's also starting with their CC on the left while they're distracted. This is key. You have to drop your hogs while they're distracted so they take 0 damage. She's going to drop her heal spell right here to recover from some damage. And she's going to drop her other heal right here so that they know that, so that she knows these hogs are going to clear out this section. Look at all those wizards still alive. You've got this main golem here just in case anything was happening in this area. The golem can kind of tank. She dropped her third spell right here because she thought that maybe those hogs would head up top. Because she knew that there was a big bomb right here. But the hogs never step on that big bomb that's in that spot that I just marked. They just immediately go around the base. So the pathing was great on this hog. She planned it all ahead of time, which every one of you guys should be doing before the attack. She set up the quadrants, and you notice how everything happened at the same time in real time. All these sections were getting destroyed at the same time, and that way the golems that were placed throughout the map took the damage of each section of the map so that the hogs could come in and just kind of clear these sections out. Alrighty, good attack by Sandy. Another 3-star for Beer and Bacon. And let me speed this up so you can see it's a 3-star. And that's it. So if you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. And we